Hey guys, it's me, Jiv, aka Furry, and you're recommended today for some apparent reason. So, in today's video, we are going to look at, well, things that annoy me as a furry. Now, these are just basic pet peeves, to be honest, and mostly, I guess, I wouldn't know how you would put it, I would say mostly, like, things that probably would annoy most furries as well, but I'm just going to say my own, because, shit. I have some real personal opinions that might or may not be agreed, or, you know, might not be like, oh, it doesn't annoy me. You know what I mean? But, yeah. So, pretty much, this video is just to lay down some things into pretty simple, see what really just annoys me, and it might annoy you as well, as a furry yourself, or just maybe not a furry, I don't know. But I'm going to start off with straight away is the average saying, and this actually comes down to the gay LGBTQ community as well. So I won't be surprised if people from that community gets annoyed from this, but it's like the saying, "Don't shove it down my throat." Like, I actually got this first response when my friends noticed I was a furry, and it was kind of harsh. Not gonna lie. I mean, I understand. Like, honestly, I truly do understand. Like, I won't want someone else's hobby being shoved down my throat, or their agenda, their whatever. That's completely fair. I mean, I get that, but my problem was it was just like so all of a sudden. I didn't even shove anything down their throat to the beginning. It just seems like straight away that, oh, I'm a furry, that means I'm going to shove a lot of shit down your throat that is cringe. And that I think that's probably what it was, but it just seemed a little bit out of the blue. And I know this gets said for other communities such as the LGBTQ one, like, oh, don't shove it down my throat, and this could even be said for Christians as well and other religions. I feel like this just came out of the blue though, but I have heard it a few times being around with friends and that. But the thing that I just don't understand is that I was never shoving me being a furry down their throats at all. I feel like I might have, but I don't recall at all. And either way, I don't make me being a furry my personality. I mean, shit, you could literally see me outside in real life and you would think he isn't a furry, because that's what my friend said as well. So, like I said, I just don't know what it is, but I don't know. I feel like the saying just kind of annoys me because it's so rude, especially when I haven't done anything to like offend you or shove anything down your throat as well. It just seems a bit unnecessary. But I mean, like I say, it's fair. It's fair to say before anything, like, starting up a conversation with this person, or just like introducing yourself if they're like a big fan of, like, say, like an anime or a TV show or whatever, like don't shove your like fandom down my throat, sort of thing. And that is completely fair as well. I don't know, I won't really say it's like a big thing that annoys me, but I just like to get it out there because it's kind of it can be used in a good way to, just like warn the person not to make it personality, but it also can be used as a rude way if the person has not even done anything and you're just saying it just to make sure that the person knows that you don't like them. And you could just say you don't like them before like hiding it and saying, oh, don't shove it down my throat and all that stuff. But for number two, and this is a personal one because I know it's so fucking wrong, but it's like, I see where they're coming from, but it's very, very wrong. The furry fandom is all a fetish. Well, this is just so fucking wrong. It's a bit dumb, I feel, because it's not all a fetish. I mean, shit, you're literally reacting to furry content right now, and am I am I doing anything that could be counted as a fetish? No. And I do feel like the word fetish gets used way too fucking much, and people just don't know what it means. So if you don't know what it means, I'll give you the quick brief explanation. It's pretty much where you have a sexual... I won't know you'd fully explain it, but I'll explain it to the best of my, attire. It's pretty much where you use an object for sexual deeds or acts. So, like, say, I don't know, you use a cup for your sexual acts. And this is also what counts other groups in the furry fandom, which are a fetish, and I can say yes onto that. Some groups in the fandom are kind of based on a fetish, but not the furry fandom as a whole, because no, it's not based on that. It's like saying all furries are degenerates, which most maybe, but not all. I mean, you can't just, like, I guess, put on in big circle around a group and say that's what they are, because the furry fandom is so divided, and I could make a video on that as well about how divided the community really is and how different, how many differences there are in different communities. And that's pretty much the furry fandom in a nutshell. It's kind of like a hub of other groups that have this thing that they're interested in. That's anthropomorphic animals. I mean, that's that. This shouldn't be like took out of context, but it always does. So I don't know. Like, in my opinion, though, it isn't based off a fetish. Like it wasn't based off a fetish at all. And I feel like people really do misdemean that word. If they put like sexual, I would say yeah. I mean, for fuck's sake, like it's really out there for sexual content. But there is safer workplaces in the furry community that people just don't talk about because, I mean, I think I already brought this up, but it's because people like negativity, which is on my list, but we'll get to that hopefully if I'm alright to do it. But it's like that's what I've got to say. But I don't know. I feel like the entire furry fandom is all just a fetish. It's just a massive lie. But I mean, like I say, your opinion is your opinion at the end of the day. If that's what you think, if you think there's too much fetish content and stuff on, the furry fandom, that's your opinion, and to be honest, you're fair to express that. But you can't just label every furry to be part of a fetish, because that just isn't the truth, unfortunately. So, number 3, I have actually been told this only once, but I want to just include it because I bet you any money that it's been said to other furries as well. Your friends, the common saying, well, it isn't a common, but it's a saying that I've been told, that your friends are most likely zoophiles. Jesus fucking Christ, how silly are you? Now, I've already explained this in my last video about zoophilia. If I know you're a zoophile, you're getting destroyed, mate. You're getting thrown out of the ring, right? I don't understand, why people think that furries defend or they are zoophiles, because, yeah, sure, there may be that odd one that defends them, but they're most likely a zoophile themselves. But I'm not going to rant about that. I'm going to rant about the saying, and I'm going to say it has a fair point. It's like saying your friend could be a paedophile, and that is a definite could. All right, because you don't know them fully. You don't know what their attractions and sexual desires are, and if it's anything to like if they're a paedophile, PDFile, whatever, what the fuck ever. All right, that's when you should be alarmed, and that's when you should take action. And that is, like I say, just getting them out of your fucking life. But it's like, so far, I have actually not met a zoophile. I have seen zoophiles, I have not spoke, I have not said anything to a zoophile. Yet. But, however, though, I will say this, it's going to be obvious that zoophilia isn't that common as people say they are in the furry fandom. I mean, shit, they say 15%. I mean, I looked into that, and I can just do my personal research how many furries I've spoke to. I don't know. I mean, I feel like that's an overestimate, because I do feel like people take graphs and research and percentages and just make it their entire thing and say, that's the truth. But there's no real big evidence if there's that much of zoophilia in the fandom, because I don't think 15% is, in my opinion, a big. I don't know. I feel like it should be less than 15%. I feel like I would say 9%, maybe 10%. I won't want to say 15, but I won't want to say. I mean, heck, I won't even say 10, because I don't see barely any zoophilia unless I search it up. I don't know. It's probably just that I'm lucky, but hey. But yeah, let's stop talking about zoophilia, because I think we keep getting off track. Number 4, yeah, the negative criticism against furries. Now, I actually do agree with the negative criticism, believe it or not, and this is something that might trigger some furry critics who hate. Well, I won't say hate, but dislike the furry fandom for not taking action against shit. But my return question is, what the fuck you want us to do? Head ass, I actually don't know what they want us to do, because if we talk about it, we're too much of a drama queens, alright? You know what I mean? Like if we talk about zoophilia and we actually address it and we say they're not welcome, it causes a lot of drama, and then that's when they call out saying, "Oh, furry fandom's got too much drama." But if we don't do anything about it, we're pretty much going to get called, "Oh, we're lazy, we're not doing anything." Like, what the fuck you want us to do? Because we're not the Power Rangers, bro. We're not the fucking Power Rangers. I'm just saying. It doesn't make sense to how you can give criticism to people like me saying, "Oh, you don't take action, or you don't do this." Like, bro, I'm not a part of the fucking military. Like, I just want to come and enjoy the fandom. Like, that's what most people do when they want to join. Guess what? A fandom. They don't want to be on the fucking front lines. I mean, shit. This is actually something that I do want to talk about in a personal video, but I don't think I need to because this is just all what I've got to say. I mean, the negative criticism, I actually agree with. I just want to keep this apparent. I agree with negative criticism on the furry fandom. I mean, shit. I actually even do agree that it is too sexual. And I was going to do a myth busting video at some point about going into Discord servers, like furry Discord servers, and seeing how sexual they are. And if they are, then I would make it apparent to my channel that Discord shouldn't be, a place to interact with furries if you're a minor. That was a video I was going to make, and that's based all around the negative criticism of the furry fandom having too much corn, porn, what the fuck ever, right? I'll just say it as it is, you know what I mean? I don't put filters over shit, I think you've noticed. But, yeah, number 5 is... This is a very personal one, and some of my friends actually disagree who are furries because they say it outlines, this is a furry should, see and do something about it, but it's like those documentary or commentary videos where like a furry is like a groomer or a paedophile or whatever, and to be honest, great on them, great for figuring out what they are. They are disgusting people. But it's like I watch these videos and they give out really shit criticism. Only like a few I've seen give really, really bad fucking criticism on the furry fandom, and it's just fucking cruel. Like, honestly, I just feel like it's just used, like seeing like a furry groomer, a groomer who's a furry pretty much, and just taking that and then saying this is what the fandom is. Like they haven't said that, but it seems to be apparent that's what they're trying to aim at. You know what I mean? Just trying to stir more drama, and to be honest, it's just not necessary at all, and it's very, very rude, especially towards people like me who, like I say, do absolute fuck all. But it's like I do get sick of hearing that there's so many like groomers, paedophiles, zoophiles in the fucking furry fandom when it ain't even that big. I'm gonna be real with you, I don't think it's that big. Like I say, I am someone who has actually almost been groomed on, on a furry community, but like I say, because I was kind of intelligent, I knew what was going to happen, so what I did was instantly block the person and warned people about him. That's what I did, and to be honest, pat on the fucking back for me, because I'm proud of that shit. But my point is the fact that about like the whole commentary, I won't say commentary, but documentaries about like furry groomers, is that they put furry in it. It's like, I don't get like what it has to do with them being furry at all. It's like if there was like a weeb, they wouldn't put weeb groomer or weeb paedophile, would they? No, right? Wrong? Am I right or am I wrong? I don't know. I mean, I do want you guys to actually confirm this for me, because honestly, if I am wrong, please, and I mean please do tell me that I'm wrong, because this is like something that I just hate so much. Because it's like, as well, it's like even in thumbnails they put like furry and shit in these like documentaries, but it's like, it's nothing to do with them being a furry at all. If they're a groomer, they're a fucking groomer, mate. Don't sugarcoat putting furry on it, because it's just, in my opinion, I see it as just stirring shit, and I don't agree with it. Alright, I think it's just also used so people can click on the video for like views and shit, which I'll agree with, I'll agree with that, but I mean, if it's just to stir shit, which it seems to be the case, even if you don't acknowledge that it is, or you don't know it is, that's what it seems to be. I mean, the video isn't based like around hating furries either. I mean, I've seen a few videos and they weren't like saying, oh, the furry community's bad, but it's like when I see in the title saying, oh, they're a furry and they're also a groomer, it gives that stigma to where it seems to be there's a lot of groomers and paedophiles that are furries than there actually is. And I won't, like I say, I won't not acknowledge that there is some terrible people in the fandom. There is terrible people in the fandom, but it's like when it's getting like so hyperbolic and out of proportion, that's where I kind of have to put my foot down. It gets really really rude and annoying and obnoxious. But like I said, I don't mean to hate on these creators. This is why I'm not showing any screenshots at all yet, because I am not finished with this at all. Because there is another type of content that people use furries for, and I really, really fucking hate it. And this is trolling. And you might think, what the fuck you mean trolling? And I'm gonna say it's outright trolling, like just being a dickhead. And this is the other type of where people put furry in the title, and it's just to stir shit, this one, so I can confirm. So, like I said, there's one that doesn't, which is absolutely fair, because, they just want to try and get their views. But there's one where they use it so they can get the views and also, just like I said, just be a dickhead online. And this is like VR chat trolling. I haven't really seen it that much, but it is growing in popularity as of recent, and I don't really agree with it at all. I mean, like I say, I haven't really seen the video because, like I say, I don't like VR chat at all. I mean, if I'll only use VR chat for like video making, that's as far as it goes. I won't use VR chat to talk to others because of how many messed up people there are in the VR chat community. It's kind of like when people say they don't like furries at all, which, is fair dues. I mean, but my point is that I feel like there's too much of it. And not only that, because it's in VR chat, it just makes it worse than online. But yeah, it's like I say, I don't really watch those videos, but I have seen titles, and like I said, I hopefully have put like 2 examples of this. I haven't put the thumbnail, I've only put the titles, because I actually don't want people to find these sort of videos, because honestly, it could just start up a lot of trouble, and that's not what I want to do. I just want to just express my opinions, not attack creators at all. That's my entire purpose of this video. It's just my pet peeves. Now, I'm going to finish these 2 statements really quickly. And I think I've already done one. And this is just like saying that the furry fandom has a lot of groomers and paedophiles and that. That's on my list, but I think we've already covered that because I think I've ranted enough about how it ain't that big. I don't think it's that big, because I've only run into one groomer, and I feel like that was just a really, really unlucky chance. I mean, not only that, I feel like I do want to just add onto this statement of like a lot of paedophiles, zoophiles, groomers, whatever, is I feel like most of them are on 2 certain apps or social medias that I wouldn't recommend minors to use at all, and these 2 being Twitter and Discord. Like, I actually do feel this is where people actually find this sort of like this what's the word? Terrible content, I guess you would say, like even for NSFW type of content. And this is where you're gonna find it most likely, and I get kind of, I won't say annoyed, but kind of hysterical about it, because it's like, I feel like you're just inflicting it on yourself. I understand that, if a game's like rated 18, kids are gonna play it, obviously. I mean, shit, there isn't that much of a barrier nowadays anyway, but it's like, I don't know, in my opinion, I just feel like if we're going to bring up about these certain people, I bet you your money it'll be either on Twitter or Discord, and I wouldn't like say you should be on those apps, or I guess you would say, I wouldn't say apps or they are social medias, but I don't feel like you should be on those at like a young age. I would say when you're like 15, maybe, because, I don't know, I feel like then, I think that's a fair age to be on those social medias, but it's like I say, if you're like below that age and you're like using them, I mean, shit, I wouldn't be surprised if you start finding like real messed up people anyway. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know, I just want to give out a warning about that, because I actually just don't want to see anyone getting harmed or being used, for grooming, or, anything really, really fucked up. But yeah, I'm gonna just quickly, brush them, that point aside, and we're gonna go to the quick last one. And this is kind of like anticlimactic, but We do not identify as animals. Honestly, how many times I feel like people think we identify as animals is insane. And I actually have a lot of comments from screenshots that I might even do it for another video about debunking and, like, hate comments about furries and see if they're true, if they're fair statements or not. You know what I mean? But like I said, I think this will just be it for the video. I've done a lot of ranting, so this is gonna be a long video. I mean, heck, I don't even know if I will even post this video this week because currently it's 9th of September. It's a Monday on the 9th of September, and I don't feel like I would even upload this video until like probably like a week. But between this week to the second week, maybe it's probably posted next week. But I do hope you liked the video, and please do support. I do appreciate it. And as well, I do want to just see this before I go. And I know most people haven't stayed, but if you have stayed for that long, I do want to just say, please don't take this as actual criticism. These were just my opinions. I don't mean to sound like a big fucking, critic, because I'm not trying to be a critic in this video. I'm just giving out my opinions and how I feel on these certain topics or situations. I just want to just say this because I know people would probably use this video for like saying, oh well, this furry thinks about this for the community and he's a snowflake and all that shit. And I will be real, I might have been a bit of a snowflake in this video, and I'll take the bullet. I'll take the bullet. I'll take the big bullet on that one. But yeah, I just want to let you know that this is just my opinion. Don't take it out of context, please, for fuck's sake. But if you agree, then you agree. But if you disagree, you disagree. I mean, I'm not gonna hate or say anything bad. I mean, I'm not gonna like pop in comments and go like, actually, because I've already done that mistake once on this channel. I'm not gonna do it again, because your opinion is your opinion at the end of the day. I won't bash your opinion. But yeah, I do hope you enjoyed my video, and like I say, if you agree, you agree. You disagree, you disagree. Anyways, see you later, guys.